Oh, there we are. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here with Crow, Sequoia, and the Fledge Pack, and it looks like we've just reached growing pups. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. We were very, very close. Oh, and it is daytime again. Alright, now we can see what coats these guys have. It looks like those are two of the older gray coats. I think it's the same older gray coat. We have, is that Spitfire? No, it's not Spitfire. Oh, that's Broad's Forehead, isn't it? 59M's coat. And then I think over here, I don't remember what the name of that one is, but I can place it in my mind. I recognize these. I think, is that, we've had a wolf with that coat. We've probably had wolves with a lot of these coats, honestly. But yeah, it's neat to be able to see. Now, we probably want to, yeah, okay, I guess we do want to head out in this direction today. Let's go ahead, call everybody with us here, because it looks like we have a hex invasion. Hopefully we won't get an attack on the way. Let's go deal with that. We'll keep an eye out for the bison, and a lot of you guys are saying you think we probably could take an emaciated bison down. I don't know if I believe that or not, but if we find one, maybe we'll give it a shot. We have run into some with the bull herds. I'm still nervous of that just because of how much damage bison do, but like I said before, we're playing with Wayfinder's rules on this, so if we're testing a new feature, we have a little bit more protection against death in the process, so we could maybe make a save beforehand. and give it a shot. Speaking of bull bison, there is apparently one that is there's not one, there's like a small herd of them nearby, but we have a hex invasion to deal with first, so I think we're gonna head out that way before we would mess around with a bison. There is no way that this is not the elevation pack, which I think will be the first time that we have actually clashed with them here. So that could be a little bit interesting. We're gonna have to find out how this goes. They should be pretty close. I don't see them yet. I guess maybe they're right on the border of the territory. Oh no, they're kind of down in this valley. This is like the cattle ranch rendezvous areas. Okay, yeah, do we have... We only have, no, we do. We have both Sunflower and Quail with us. All right, let's see if we can, what coat do you have? I think that's one of the older ones. For a second, it looked really, really pale. Yeah, this is elevation, all right. I don't know if any of these are the leader or not, and we haven't really had as many issues with these guys, so I'm not inclined to be super aggressive with them if we can help it. You know, I think it's mostly as long as we can get them to go on the retreat here. You guys gonna get out of there? There we go, we got our territory back. Yeah, we won't be super hostile towards these guys yet, because even though bigger packs are definitely really scary for Crow and the Fledge Pack, I don't think we want to make bigger enemies than we have to unless they start being like mega hostile like Lost River has been. How is Lost River even doing? We did manage to kill off one of the pack leaders. It looks like the pack is still doing fine. And yeah, we met 3 subordinates from elevation here. Alright, interesting developments. Let's see if we can find some food on the way back, because I guess up here could maybe stand to have some territory marked. So we'll maybe go do that. But if we run across a bison herd, none of us are too hurt. So maybe we'll see if it seems like it could be possible. Okay, well, I think we're not going to be hunting a bison today, because we have one here, and there is a dachshund on it. Oh my goodness, and the elk herd is right here. Who's chasing them? What's going on? What is this? Get out of here. I'm gonna fight this guy. Are there? Oh, there's other wolves. Okay, we smelled some dispersals nearby, so that's probably what's happening. But we have a bison carcass here, so we will still get our bison feast. Just perhaps a little bit disappointingly, we will not get to bring it down ourselves. However, this does look like it could be an emaciated bison to begin with. Like that, looks like there are ribs showing, and it looks pretty lean. So hopefully it still has enough food for us. But it doesn't look like it'll have a whole lot left after that. Still, this is growing pups, so we're gonna have to take as much food as we can get. And here we go, we've made it back, and I did bring back a chunk of bison carcass just so that we have a little extra food for these guys, because with 4 we are going to have to be pretty mindful about keeping them fed. Thankfully they were well fed when we left, so we shouldn't have to worry too much with their food for now. It'll mostly be overnight that we have to be concerned. But speaking of overnight, we are pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna let these guys get some rest. I'm still hoping we'll run into a bison herd at some point because I really want to see them. Like, they're just nowhere to be found around here. So I don't know if they've just not moved into the area yet, or if they don't really like to come around here in Lost River, which would be kind of a bummer. But we'll see. At the very least, we can maybe check out an emaciated bull, since we seem to be running across the bull herds quite frequently. But we'll do that the next day here, and for now we'll go ahead and let these guys get some sleep. Well, that's not great. Oh boy. Sickness is especially scary in growing pups, I feel like, because the pups can get hungry so quickly. Let's, where do we need to go? Probably down, I'm guessing. Great. Okay, yep. And we can't carry them at this point. Oh, you are so far from the grass. Why are you so far from the grass? I don't know where the dogs are coming from. They're probably, okay, they're on the other side there. The good news is that at this age, the pups can at least take a bite. Are they already leaving? That's good. Okay, I think that they are on their way out, thankfully. Not as bad as the last one. At this age, thankfully, the pups can at least take a bite a little bit better than previously. But let's go ahead. We will gather everyone. We have some territory to mark, but we have old bull bison near here. Let's just see if there is an emaciated bison, because if this is pretty close to us, this could be a good option. And I will permit us to make a save beforehand. Usually I try not to save mid-episode so that if we die, we at least have to roll back. But given that we're testing things, and given that this is new content, if we can actually bring down a bull bison, then we'll see if that works out. Okay, these guys both look like they're in pretty good condition, so let's not fool around with that. And I think it looks like, yeah, okay, we do. We have, I think that is Sunflower, who stayed home. So we have 3 wolves with us. We'll keep heading this way. If we happen to encounter another bison, then maybe we'll go after them. But for now, I think we're gonna leave those guys be, because we've messed with the normal bulls before, and they are no joke. Okay, so this is a different herd of bison, I'm pretty sure, and this one's looking a little bit skinny, so I went ahead and made a save. We will see how this goes, but I think we want to kind of tempt him away from the others so that we're not getting whacked by full health bison. Quail is getting chased. Please be careful, Quail. This is not the best of options here. Oh, he's running closer to the others. That's not ideal. Okay, Sequoia, run! If we can get him far enough away, then this might actually be a good option. Now, I forget where the best spot to go after a bison is. Oh, he is pretty weak. Okay. Yeah, you know what? This might be doable. It's gonna be a lot of circling, but he's a lot weaker than I had figured he would be. We just gotta be careful that we're not gonna take a headbutt to the face. Now, I imagine they're still going to be quite tanky, so that is a potential point of concern. As long as we're not... Yeah, no, we're doing way more damage to him than he's doing to us, so this actually may be doable. We just gotta watch that his buddies don't catch up to him. Yeah, the other concern that I had with this is how well the NPC wolves would do at dodging, and they seem like they're doing all right. But there's actually a new worry that I have now that I didn't realize. The pups are really low on food already, so this is kind of not ideal. I think it's going to take us more time and energy to try and go find an elk at this point, so I think we're kind of just locked in here, and hopefully this... Ouch! Okay, oh, that wasn't actually terrible. I don't know if he just didn't get us. Oh, Quail, please be careful. I don't know if he just didn't get us or if he's just that weak that he's not really gonna hurt us, but it's just a lengthy-ish process is the worry, and time is not something that we have in great supply right now. Oh, I think Quail might have just taken kind of a big hit there. 43%. Yeah, that's not fantastic. I think we still have enough to be able to take this guy down. We just need to make sure he stays well away from the other bison, because that was, I'm pretty sure, what got her walloped. He's very, very low though, so that's a good thing at least. We are definitely making a dent. We need to lure him away again. He is so close. He's so close to down, but he is he's gonna lure us straight into his buddies here if we're not careful. Come on, buddy. We need to eat you so that we can feed our babies, because our babies are hungry. He's almost down, though. He's almost down. I'm pretty confident we will be able to do this. These guys they're a lot weaker than I would thought that they were going to be. Now, that definitely doesn't mean risk-free. Ow, goodness. Falling down the hill here. Definitely doesn't mean without risk, because clearly, but they're a lot more doable considering that we gotta be so careful. We've got a third guy here. We got a third guy coming in. Let's lure this guy away again. He's almost down. Come on, buddy. You wanna chase me so bad? You wanna headbutt me? Oh, Quail, be careful! Quail, this is not a good time for that. All right, if we go at him from this side, we can probably get him down before the others circle in. I bet. Oh, this guy's getting close, though. Oh, no. He's on, like, 1 HP. Oh no! How are you still alive? Oh gosh. Okay, well, if he wants to run a little closer, I will not complain. And Sequoia got him. Okay. So yeah, that's a lot easier than I thought it would be, but please note that easier does not mean easy. He's got quite a bit of food as well. But yeah, we're pretty beat up from this. 61, I think Sequoia has the highest health of any of us. 43 for Crow and 38 for Quail. So definitely not risk-free, especially if you start taking hits from the other bison. But it's cool to know that we can actually hunt these guys now, like even the bulls. I think if you're looking at a lone wolf or a pair, you're probably going to be better off going after the, I'm pretty sure there's emaciated cows as well in the other herds from what I've heard. So I'm going to assume that you are probably better off going for that if, he's just sleeping. I thought for a second that he had just keeled over right then and there. But yeah, I'm going to assume that those are going to be a little bit easier to go after if you can, you know, hunt them in the larger herds. But for now, this'll do. We managed to pull it off. Now we got to hurry back to the rendezvous site because we do not want our sick pup taking any more damage than we need to. All right, we've made it back. You know, I'm not sure if that's a good option for the middle of growing pups, considering how long it takes to bring a bison down, but it is an option, and options are always nice. Let's get these guys some food, though, because holy smokes. The other thing is that carcass will probably be around for a while. It looked like we didn't eat all that much of it, and so it probably will still last longer than an elk carcass, so that's also a positive in this circumstance. The other thing to note here is Crow has -2 strength, so it's not like he's out here tearing at the thing. If you had a +2, +3, you would probably fare even better, and I'm gonna venture a guess, because Sequoia has neutral strength, I'm gonna venture a guess that most of the pups are not the strongest either, especially knowing that Quail is a runt. I imagine her strength is not all that high either, so we're probably looking at a -1, -2 strength for her as well. I'm sure I could see if I went to the main menu and looked at the stats. But yeah, that's the new bison, and I like that because, like, you know, there's a pack, I think it was the Molly's pack in Yellowstone, that was notorious for primarily hunting bison and really being specialized towards that. I really like that something like that is an option now, because if you guys saw the run we did with the challenge pack in multiplayer, even with a pack of, like, I think we have 5 wolves for that challenge, it was still hard to reliably bring down the bull bison. Something like that would be a lot more doable, even in single player now with Saga. And I like that. I think that's a very fun story that we'd now be able to tell. Oh, that's bad. Okay, I was gonna go get some water so that we can feed these guys again, but that's not good. That's really not okay. We are okay. Bear. There we go. Okay, now all the pups are in the grass. We gotta try. Oh no, that's not good. We need him out of here. We really need him out of here because the pup that is sick is the one that's leaving the grass. Okay, oh, we've got some buffer with the headstones here. It's kind of scary that that's what's being used to shelter the pups. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, bear. Get out of here, bear. Oh boy. Okay, we gotta... I don't want to be biting him as much as we are here, but I want him to stay away from the pups. We gotta be careful too, because we are still healing up. That's the other thing, is we took a lot of damage in that bison hunt, and like, you know, we have... Ouch! We have been taking a lot of damage from elk hunts too, because... Okay, good, he's gone. Because we just don't have that many wolves, but that's another potential risk of that. Holy lightning strike. That's wild. Oh gosh, okay, we've got very, very hungry pups. I think I'm gonna send them in the grass here, and I think what we're gonna actually do is try to take a short day, because our territory is honestly holding up not terribly. There's a few hexes that probably need marking, but I think what I want to see is if we can get everybody to come with us and go back to that bison carcass, because if we have all that food just laying around, we might as well use it. And that, I think, is going to be one of the bigger advantages of hunting bull bison with a pack this size, is if you get a good carcass, especially if you get a carcass that's kind of close to your rendezvous, that could be very helpful. Okay, I really don't want this excursion to be a long one, so I think we are... Yeah, fortunately it's just coyotes. These guys should be fairly easy to thwart, hopefully. And I hope that a good amount of this carcass is still left. It's about half. That should be fine. Now we've got everyone on the way here, thankfully. No, you don't get to do that. Get out of here. We want to avoid them taking from the carcass if we can. They're gonna try. Get off here. No, you do not get to take that meat chunk. I think did Sunflower just go for it? Yeah, no, it's right here. We'll go ahead and eat that. Unfortunately, they have left. Now, I did call for Quail to follow us here so that everybody can feed, and it looks like this should be enough to feed us again. I really just don't want this to take a long time. I think that would be very, very bad if it did. Oh, we got dogs somewhere nearby too. Oh, down there's a German Shepherd, it looks like, and some kind of one of the white spotted ones. Now, I think... Okay, yeah, it looks like Quail is almost here, so that should be good. Is everyone here full? There she is. There's another thing that I realized I should have done during the bison fight, so I didn't have to keep toggling over to the menu, which is that now you can actually turn on your pack mates. Now you'll notice that Sequoia is not on there because she is our mate, so she already is naturally on the health bar, but you can see Quail and Sunflower have paw prints that show up when we toggle that on. Right now that is bound to Control N. You can turn it on and off. I think I'll probably leave it off most of the time, just so that it's not cluttering up the menu here, but having the ability to turn it on is going to be really nice, especially if you have a large pack, because it is so much to keep track of sometimes. Did you get enough food? Yes, okay. Now we beat it back, and I think that's probably going to be most of what we do for the day, honestly, because I want to try to catch up on sleep if we can. We have been running on empty. Here we are. Alright, we made it back with enough time to spare, but let's get these guys some food because they are quite hungry here. Also, on the way back, I just noticed these meat chunks from the bisons. If you look at their scent, if we can see the scent, I'm not gonna do it now. Oh, here, they're over here. If we can get it to focus. I don't know why it doesn't want to lock onto that scent. Bison bites, there it is. The meat chunks are called bison bites. That's hilarious to me. There we go. That's good, because now he can start regaining some health. Alright, another day is upon us. We've gotten quite a bit of rest, but yeah, I had a feeling the territory is definitely in need of some work. So let's head out. Are we safe? We are not. Alright. Pups, back to the grass, back to the grass, back to the grass. I don't know where it's coming from. Last time I was over here. Oh, no! Nope, nope, not good, not good, not good. 60, get out of here. Get out of here, 60. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, we are so close to disaster here. Please go in the grass. 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 Sunflower is biting frantically, and that might be our saving grace here. We are running out of stamina. Oh my goodness. I should be growling more. I should be growling more. Please go in the grass. No, we do not want that bear taking swipes at you. At least he's not the one who is already hurt. But it is very possible some of these pups have poor stats, and that is not what we want to put to the test with a bear. It really is not. Okay, please go back to the grass if you can. The bear's a little bit distracted. I'm gonna... Never mind. Never mind. We're gonna keep growling at it. Okay, he's gone. Thank goodness. Did you go back? No, you did not. All right, where is your scent trail? You were just over here. Okay, right this way. Right, somewhere over here. Oh my goodness, you got all the way to the hotel here. All right, we have to bark to get you to follow us. Let's lead you back. Come on. There we go. The whole pack turned out for this one. That was terrifying. I think bears are definitely the worst attack you can get in growing pups because they're just so scary. And now they very much can be a one-shot. It is terrifying. But yeah, let's gather these guys. I want to see. I did smell something bison related this way, I think. Either that or maybe it was just puppy scent because that's also kind of orange. I think it might have just been puppy scent. All right, let's go mark though, because that isn't something we are in desperate need of doing. Oh no, there is bison scent. There's a fence too. It's just old bulls again. Okay, I really want to find one of the actual proper herds now, but the game is just not cooperating with that desire. It honestly is kind of tempting to go after the bison now. I might just see if we can check how much health this guy has, because this is not too far from our from our rendezvous. So if we could get this guy closer to it, and he is very low health. Oh, he's real low health. Honestly, ouch. Okay, so the headbutt with these guys isn't actually terrible. Honestly though, I'm thinking this could be worth it as long as we can be careful and get good attacks in, make sure we got our stamina up for him. Because we were doing 30 damage at one point. Whoa, boy. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, 17's all right. I think we will get this guy down. But yeah, I'm just thinking with how strong the elk are at this time of year and how nice it was to have a carcass that we could go back to. If we have the time and the energy and are not constantly taking injuries, then this could be a worthwhile pursuit. Potentially. Potentially. I want you to chase us again. Come on, bud. I want you to chase us. There we go. Oh no, Sequoia stopped him. No! He's trying to lead him away so we're not getting clocked by the other guys constantly. Alright, that should be fine. Okay, so this neck bite is definitely what does the most damage. But I'm assuming it probably puts you at the most risk of getting headbutted too. Alright, come on, bud. Let's run away from your friends. Let's run away from your friends. 27 damage a bite is not terrible. I'll take that. Main thing you have to watch for is that his friends don't get aggroed on you, or your pack mates too, because I could definitely see them turning around and going after Sequoia too. Can we get this guy down? The others are moving away. If your friends are leaving you, then maybe that's a sign that you'll make a good dinner. Ouch! Okay, so the headbutt still can do some damage. You don't want to get complacent of that, even with these guys. We're very, very close, but this is not... Ouch! This is not gonna finish it. One or two more bites should, though. Come on. No! Ooh, man, they're stubborn. Very, very stubborn. There we go. Oh, don't stand on the corpse. Please don't stand on the corpse. Please leave. Please go somewhere else. I'm gonna fall back for just a second. But that, you know, we did that with 2 wolves. We took the brunt of it that time. I don't think Sequoia actually took that much. She's still at 70. So that's not terrible, all things considered. I think they're meandering off, so hopefully we will be fine to eat here and mark the carcass. Yeah, this is honestly pretty viable. I like this because if you play your cards right and don't get whacked in the face repeatedly like I did, I think you really could make this similar viability to elk hunting at different times of the year. You just have to be very careful about it. It requires a lot more thinking than the autopilot elk hunting you can do when you have a large pack. Hey, wait a second. I doubled back for this scent post, but I just noticed something. This is the bison herd, the avalanche herd. We already got our food for today, but I think we just might have figured out where the bison herds have been hanging out. I think they might be quite far away. If we don't find tracks very soon here, I think we're gonna have to fall back because, yeah, we're starting to get out of the area we wanted to be in, and the pups are quite hungry. Just gonna peek over this hill, and if we don't see a sign of them by then, yeah, I think we're gonna turn back for now, but this is the next area that we're gonna have to mark, so hopefully that means that the avalanche herd will still be around when we head over there. I really want to see the bigger herds. Like, I've been trying to find one for the longest freaking time, but they are just never anywhere the wind direction will lead us to. But not today. We've already got our food. We don't need to worry too much about this at present. Maybe tomorrow we can see if we can find the herd. And if we're able to bring down either a calf or see if there's an emaciated cow we could go after. Gosh darn it, we do not have the energy for this today. Elevation pack might start to get to be a nuisance if they keep doing this, because we are there is gonna be no going after that. We might have to go reclaim it during Young Hunters. And we've made it back to the rendezvous site. Let's get these guys some food because I imagine they are quite hungry. But I do think this is where we're going to go ahead and leave this off here for today. We hunted some bison, amazingly, with 2 and 3 wolves, which is not something that I would ever thought would be possible, judging by how strong the healthy bulls are. But you know what? It's really neat that we can do that now. I think it opens up a lot of interesting possibilities, and while I don't know if this pack will continue hunting bison throughout the entire year, at this season of growing pups, when hunting elk is very hard for a pack of this size, it definitely has been coming in handy. And we finally got our first scent of one of the bigger bison herds, and considering it's up in the area that we'll need to mark the next day, I wonder if we'll actually finally get to see one. But I suppose we'll have to wait and find out, because for now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up here for today and deal with whatever the heck the elevation pack is doing in the morning, or maybe at the start of Young Hunters, because I don't think we're gonna be going that direction anyway. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.